How do you get your knives razor sharp using Japanese whetstones? Is a question we hear a lot up here at Perusai. So we thought we would do a video with 3 simple tips on how to get your knives stupendously sharp. So with that said, let's get to the workshop and get cracking. So, whetstones themselves, and which one should I get? Well, we do not recommend getting the cheap ones like these. These wear away like chalk when you're sharpening your blade, so no thank you. We do not use them. What you want is a brand called King. King are very good whetstones. They're middle range from about 30 to 50 pounds, and they will last you a very, very long time. Instead of getting from a 220 grit stone up to a 15,000, you do not need that. All you need is an 800 grit stone and maybe a 3,000 polishing stone. Again, King do both of them. With those 2 stones and an old leather belt, you can get them razor sharp. So with that said, let's move to the next stage, and that is sharpening. So tip number 1, first, before you use Japanese whetstones, you must soak Japanese whetstones. How you do this, pop your whetstone into the water, get it completely submerged, and leave it in there until the bubbles stop coming to the surface. This one has already been pre-soaked, so it's pretty much ready to use. This process should probably take 2 minutes, and then your whetstone is good to use. This isn't so much a tip, just something helpful. We do suggest getting a nice squirty bottle. It makes the whole process a lot quicker and cleaner. 2. To get the perfect angle, the best way to do this is to rest your thumb on the surface and then raise your knife, the spine of the knife, up to halfway up your thumb. That way you'll get a perfect angle and it won't be so acute that it will damage the surface of the blade. Next step. Simply have the edge of the blade in line with the edge of the stone. Once you have that, then just rest your fingers on top of the blade at the angle of your thumb and pull towards you, applying pressure. As you get to the bottom, ease off and go up the stone, like so, and then apply pressure coming towards you again. You can see now we're slowly working up the blade as it is hanging over the edge. We just repeat this process until we form what is called the burr, which we'll get to in just a moment. While sharpening the blade, it's really important to keep almost a slurry on the surface of the whetstone. So give it a couple of sprays to build up the liquid on top and you're ready to go. So now you've spent a few minutes or so on this side, what you're looking for is what is known as the burr. And what it will be is almost a wire edge on the side, the opposite side of the blade you've sharpened. So if you just run your fingers along the face of the blade, you'll be able to feel just at the bottom, right on the edge, almost a little tiny lip. Once you've got that the whole way from the tip right to the bottom, you then know it's time to flip over to the opposite side and start sharpening. So that's exactly what we're looking for now. I can feel a burr on this side of the blade, which means it's now time to go up to our 3,000 grit stone, which has been soaking in the water for 10-15 minutes. And now we know the burr is on this side. That's the side we're going to start sharpening. So same technique, starting from the bottom for the same angle, about halfway up the thumb. Just slowly, again, glide across the surface of the whetstone. What you probably want is 15 strokes across, and then we work the other side. So I'm just going to quickly blast it. There we go. And now I can feel that burr has been flipped to the opposite side we were sharpening. Now we're at that stage, we then finish on that side, on this 3,000 grit stone, with another 15 passes. So now with just a little bit of blue cloth or a clean rag, just very, very carefully with the blade away from you, just wipe off any of the excess stuff on the stone. Just get most of it off. Right, now we're fairly cleaned off, it's time to strop. So no, I'm not throwing a tantrum, I'm picking up a strop. All this is just a terrible pun, I'm so sorry. All this is an old leather belt. There is not a huge technique to this other than being safe. So what we're going to do, we suggest nailing or hanging an old belt around like a loop or nailing it to a piece of solid wood. Pull your belt kind of tight with the blade facing towards you. Apply pressure on the stroke away from you. It's nice and slow. And what this is going to be doing is going to be refining that edge even more, as well as polishing it. And what you'll feel is you'll feel that burr that's left, almost digging into the leather. Once it starts just gliding across, then you know it's time to flip to the other side. And now we're going to apply pressure come towards me. And it's safe because the spine is blunt. So apply pressure come towards you with the blade facing away. And again, we're going to keep on going until the knife just runs smoothly off the leather. So we'll do that maybe 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe 1 and another one. There we go. Right. Even though it's a little bit dirty at the moment, this knife, this is now razor sharp. So we hope you enjoyed the video. And now after all that hard work, it's time to see the results. Ooh, silky. Amazing. So please feel free to like and subscribe to our channel. And thanks again for watching. It really, really does help keep us motivated and keep us growing as a small, tiny knife company. So thank you again. Bye.